Hey everybody, it's Dina Rico with the Creativity Cave, and I have a beautiful and simple card to share with you today, along with some great tips and tricks to make this card really beautiful and stand out. So first of all, I'm using the Climbing Orchid stamp set. This is a great stamp set that comes bundled together with framelits that cut out all of these pieces. And it's such a beautiful stamp set, but what I love is it's so easy to use. So I'm going to show you how I put this card together. What I also like about this set is that there are two sets of orchids. There's kind of the spotted ones and the striped ones, and what that does is it really allows you to create totally different looks with the same stamp set and the same coordinating framelits, which is also great. All right, so to put this together, I'm going to start by stamping my individual pieces. There are a lot of pieces. This stamp set has 28 different images in it, and we're going to stamp a whole bunch of them. But what I like is that it's really easy to do. I'm using a cool color combination today, which actually includes Pool Party as well, which I don't have, so let me grab that. So I've got Pool Party, Daffodil Delight, Lemon Lime Twist, and the new Mango Melody. Now I'm only putting this in the very center, so if you don't have this color yet, you can substitute with something else. I would recommend Peekaboo Peach, or even Pumpkin Pie would work well as also. And then I'm going to have a little sneak of early espresso in for the stems. So mainly my stamping is going to be in Daffodil Delight. So we'll open this up, and I'm going to stamp the striped images. So I've got just a couple pieces of scraps, and this is another reason why I really like the stamp set, is it is perfect for using up your scrap cardstock. You probably have strips like this laying around if you're anything like me. So I like to use these pieces, and these strips are really easy to put in the Big Shot, so you can die cut a whole bunch of pieces at the same time. Notice I'm not putting my images super tight together. That way I can actually stamp more of them and die cut more of them at the same time. I should say die cut, not stamp. All right, so there's that one. And then we need the small pieces of both of those. Okay. So all of these are in Daffodil Delight, and I think I've got all the flower pieces. Now what I need to do, move my stamps, is, oh no, I have two more little pieces. I've got the little buds. Let's see, oh, here's my other one. So I'm going to stamp that one right there, and this one up here, and then I need some leaves. I'm going to use two of these littler ones. So I'll put one right there, another one right there. And notice I'm leaving enough space that I can die cut them pretty easily. And I forgot, I need one more big one. So there's all my leaves. And then the last thing I'm going to stamp are the little centers to the little, I don't even know what you would call this. I guess the little stamen-y thing. Okay, so that goes right in the center. And this is the Mango Melody. Now, you'll note that these images combined with these images look totally inappropriate. I'm just saying. You can decide what you think they look like. All right. So I've got all of these pieces. Now I'm going to go ahead and take and die cut all these pieces for you, and then we'll put our card together. Oh my gosh, look, I have them all done already. Wasn't that amazing? They're all right here. I'm so good. All right, so here's all my pieces. Now, before I create my orchids, what I need to do is actually put together my background. And that is going to be using one more stamp, which is the watercolor wash background. This watercolor wash is actually on the retiring list, which kind of bums me out because I really like this stamp. And I think it is a great background to use with all sorts of good things. So I'm going to use my Pool Party background for this. I'm I'm just going to ink this up with my Pool Party ink, and I'm trying not to get big lines from my ink pad in here, which is pretty easy to do, as I say that. Okay, I'm happy with this. And I tap on it a few more times. Oh my gosh. I'm trying to lose, there we go, the line in the watercolor background. Okay, now I think the easiest way to take and use a background stamp is to leave the stamp as is and then place your cardstock on top of the background stamp. It's just so much easier. I've got a block here that I'm just going to use as a rubber to rub on here, and then when you peel it off, voila, beautiful. Okay, so there we go. I'm going to set that down for a second. Now, whenever you're stamping on a background, I recommend, or anything, even a two-step stamp, I recommend letting this dry a little bit before you stamp anything else. And the reason is the ink can kind of blend or feather together, so you want to make sure it's kind of dry. So I'm just going to heat this with my heat tool. I just blew all my pieces away, but oh well. And that way when I stamp my sentiment and my little branchy pieces, they will not feather out. They will be nice and crisp on here. Okay, so I've got all my pieces, so let's start combining them into actual orchids, because I think it's easier to do that. So I've got this piece, the triangular piece, I'm putting behind, and then the other piece I'm going to put on top, because that's kind of how an actual orchid works. I also like to curl the petals a little bit so that it's not completely flat on my card. And I think that gives it a nice look too. Okay, so there we go. Now, I think the easiest way to do this is to just adhere it with a glue dot. So this looks kind of like a barbell. You see me. That I wish stamping was a little more aerobic than it turns out that it is. It would really help me a lot if it were. If only I could lift my orchid stamped images and they would be like lifting a 20-pound weight. Okay, so then I'll put the little center in here popped up. And you see, look at how cute that is. So cute. Okay, so we'll put that there. And no judgment as to what this looks like, but you decide. Okay, so once again, I've got my triangle piece, and then I'll add my little barbell. Sorry if that's a terrible joke, I apologize. Right here, like so. Oops, I forgot. Now, I forgot to curl them. Do you see the difference? I mean, look at how much more fun that looks than boring flat. So we can still curl them, don't worry. It's never too late. It's never too late. Okay, so there we go. That looks better. And then we'll pop up our little center. These little pieces are great for mini glue dots, so that's why I'm using these. And these are not mini glue dots, they are mini dimensionals. Okay, so we'll put that. I'm going to flip it around though. Now, if you're not sure what orchids look like, Google it. You will see, just Google orchids, and you will see all kinds of amazing examples of what actual orchids look like. And it's really helpful in designing cards with orchids, because then you can tell exactly what they're supposed to look like. All right, now I have these two buds right here, and those, as you can see, I'll bring in my sample. Those are going to go up here at the end, and then I've got a couple of leaves. So I'm going to attach those also. And likewise, I'll curl them just a little bit. I love having leaves on here because that little bit of green definitely helps kind of balance everything else out as far as color is concerned. I loved the lemon lime twist, by the way, too. I think that was the perfect color for these leaves because they just are nice and springy. So I did a couple little leaves on here, and then one larger leaf on this one, and then my two buds. Okay, so let's put the rest of this together because it's really easy. I kind of go piece by piece. So there's 3 branchy pieces that I'm using, a thicker one, a smaller one, and then the branchy one. Those are the official terms for those, by the way, in case you were wondering. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is stamp my sentiment. And this is just so that I make sure I have room for it. Because how many times have you stamped a card and then you ran out of room for the sentiment? I refuse to acknowledge how many times I've done that because it's a lot. Okay, so I want my thing to kind of curl this way. So I'm just going to put my first little piece right there. And then I can adhere my orchid right like so. And I did adhere this directly to the card, so I will go ahead and just put some fast fuse down. You can use liquid glue. So there we go. Okay, and actually I don't think I was supposed to adhere that quite yet because I need to stamp my next stamp. Okay, and actually I'm going to pop this off. Good, it worked. So I'm going to use this as a placeholder so I can determine where this next piece goes. Now I can adhere it. Do you see how well that worked? Actually, I was kind of proud of it. And then this piece will just set right there so we don't have the same problem again. And then we'll do our little Y branch, which will fit right about there. Okay, so we're just leaving a little space in between. Like so. And then we'll add our cute little buds. Now these, again, I'm going to use my mini dimensionals because they're so perfect for these little teeny images. And I guess they're not teeny, but they're smaller. Okay, so I want that one right there. And this one, whoops, right here. Voila. And there we go. Now the only thing we have left to do is layer it up so it looks awesome. Now the other thing that's great about this stamp set is it does come with Thinking of You and Enjoy Today. Enjoy Today. Those 3 sentiments, which I think are perfect for this. I think an orchid would make a very nice sympathy card as well. But you can choose whatever sentiment you need for your card. And of course, if you need to purchase any of these items, they are available in my online store. And I would love to welcome you to my VIP rewards program. For my customers, I have all kinds of awesome perks. I'm going to pop this whole layer up just because I think it gives the card a kind of a fancier look. And I have my So Saffron card base. Despite using Daffodil Delight ink, I did go with a So Saffron card base just so that it wasn't quite so loud and in your face. When I tested the Daffodil Delight card, but I thought it was a little bit bright. So that's why I went with the toned down version. But isn't this a beautiful card? So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you would like to order any of the things that I used here or would like the dimensions and supplies, click the links in the description below and you can shop my online store or go to my blog post with all the info. And thank you guys so much for stamping with me. Come back tomorrow. I'll be back with another great video with a fun fold. Yay! See you guys soon. Bye-bye.